Monitor stakeholder engagement is the fourth and final process in the stakeholder knowledge area. Monitor stakeholder engagement is a monitoring and controlling process. Now, before we get into what's going on here, I want to talk about a pattern that you're going to see with control scope, control schedule, control cost, control quality, control resources, monitor communication, monitor risk, control procurements, and monitor stakeholder engagement. So in other words, from scope down, the monitoring and controlling process, you're going to have work performance data in most cases. This is a little bit of an exception. The outputs, it's a consistent pattern. But in most of them, you're going to have work performance data as an input, and you will always have, and like we see here, work performance information out, change requests out, project management plan updates out, and project documents updates out. So those are going to be consistent as far as the outputs go. And that's going to be about 2.5% of your total inputs, tools, techniques, and outputs in all 49 processes. Now that said, let's talk about what this process does for us. Monitor stakeholder engagement is a feedback loop essentially. We can watch and see how we are engaging stakeholders. If things are going well, then this process shows us stay the course. Don't make any adjustments, keep doing what you're doing. If we have holes between where we need stakeholders to be and where they are, this process can send us back to the stakeholder engagement plan to make adjustments. If we change stakeholders, like somebody changes roles or quits or something, we potentially could go back to identify stakeholders and update the stakeholder register. We could also see, for example, that maybe we need to add some communication requirements or change some communication requirements. So if we think about this process, it's a feedback loop that can send us back anywhere, loosely anywhere, but primarily it's going to be to any sort of a stakeholder or communication process for us to make adjustments with communication requirements or how we're going to engage stakeholders and who those stakeholders are and what their roles are. So again, this is our fourth and final process in stakeholder. It is a monitoring and controlling process. It follows managed stakeholder engagement, which was an executing process.